Alright, it's Mustachiola coming at you with a little challenge that I made for myself. This Chess.com account, the Stash 2000. I made this yesterday to see if my rating would be significantly higher or lower if I made a new account. And it's different every time, but I'm doing a challenge here. I've got a challenge going on where I had my mouse like this, and I had it on my knee, and I decided I couldn't move it from my knee. Okay, so I put them in check there so that I can take back and not lose a piece. So the whole time I'm just doing this, and I don't recommend that anybody does this. No, I needed to get rid of his knight so that I could try to checkmate with the queen and bishop. But yeah, don't do the mouse challenge thing, because it's not really a sensible challenge in the first place, and it's very painful. So I would imagine that there's some kind of it would cause you some kind of physical harm at some point. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see exactly what my opponent's threatening, but I'm threatening a checkmate, which would just be to take and then bring my dark square bishop up, and that's checkmate. So, and you'll see throughout the games that I procured that that my mouse will move in a very slow, shaky manner, and it's because I'm not. I was gonna say that it's bullet chess not moving my mouse, but I mean I'm moving it with. I could move my wrist, I guess. I was a tennis player, so you have to. It's the backspin and topspin. It's all in the wrist. So my wrist might be like particularly strong when it comes to these kind of matters. Okay, so if I take that pawn, I'm very close to checkmate, and I can see that. It is kind of hard to see exactly where the checkmate is. I would be wise to bring in a rook, but okay, I open up the bishop, and then you always have to keep in mind that that like his knight is pinned here, so there's some cool checkmating ideas here. So that's check, and now both knights were pinned. Yeah, both knights were pinned there at the same time. So now it's totally checkmate here. Just take the pawn. King can't move, so rook blocks, checkmate. That was a good game, especially for this being the no mouse move challenge. Now I did procure the game, so I made myself. Well, I tried to include the most interesting games, but most of the time that I lose, I will lose like 50, 60 move games. And that's always annoying, but it's very annoying when you're doing the no mouse move challenge. A lot of the time you'd be able to check and trade queens there, but yeah, that wasn't the case there. This is a very weird. It's a very weird position. It would be worth studying this. And yeah, I could go for the. I had a fork there, but I think I wanted to make him move his king, and if he moves his knight here, then I can check. Oh no, I can't check. My dark square bishop doesn't have the scope it needs. And this video is brought to you by Scope. It's a mouthwash. It's a mouthwash. Scope. Well, it might not be a mouthwash anymore. Do they still have Scope? I don't spend a lot of time in the mouthwash aisle at the store. So this, I feel like I'm gonna lose this game because it's move 40 here, and that's so close to checkmate, but is not. So I'm gonna try to flag him. He probably will get a queen. How have I not lost? Okay, I won that, but I lose 9 out of 10 of those games. And then there are a lot of opponents that you come across at all rating ranges where it's like, you're defending very strangely well. Like, oh, you're always finding some defensive resource. But this just I'm gonna claim here that I was a victim of the no move mouse challenge. So the queen just needs to move, and then I have checkmate. This is like unstoppable checkmate if the queen moves. So I block with the pawn. That's nice. And now my opponent just waits, and then okay, yeah, that hurt to watch, but it hurt to try to move the mouse too. So I think this opponent's cheating, or is a bot. But I win the game because this is when a bot gets angry. This is what it does. Never resigns, always finds some weird defensive resource. This pissed me off. But the bot was mad. I can't even imagine how angry the bot was. And when bots get really... Now, look at this. My queen has nowhere to go. Amazing. My opponent's so great at chess. And also is very well programmed. This is bonkers. Now I realized I could take, and then my wrist continued to hurt, and I'm probably doing it harm. I won on time. Okay, I thought for sure I'd lose that one on time. That bot is probably gonna be in the shop for a week. I don't know. I'm only gonna record this once. This was too much. This was too much effort for me. With the whole challenge and all. So my method of playing bullet is to develop your pieces, watch out for the same thing that you see over and over again, which is in the King's Indian defense. You'll see the Yugoslav attack or the Grand Prix, meaning they're just going to throw pawns at you, try to dislodge your F pawn, or your C pawn if you're black, and then they're going to try to checkmate you with the rook and the queen. They never castle, and that's what the engine plays against you. So on Lee Chess, when I write like, why do you think your opponent was cheating, I'll say like, they played the same Grand Prix attack or Yugoslav attack that the engine has been playing against me for 3 years. It always that's what it plays. Like, it's so boring. But I'm gonna win a tournament, an OTB tournament. I'm gonna win it in 2 weeks. I'm gonna win the state championship. I won't go so far as to guarantee it, because I know a little bit about Joe Montana, and he did that one time, and it worked, but never again. See, I lost that one on time.